Hello, this is Alicia Lou here, and I am coming today to teach you how to do natural braids and plaits. Right now you see that I'm using a barber comb. These combs can be found at your local hair store. They help parting be easier for you once the hair is already detangled. Starting the plait can be a little tricky for beginners, but the way that I'm showing you now is a simple way to get started. Once you practice a few times, you'll be able to separate the three pieces without doing it as I am right now. But this way does help get started. The hair has to be divided in three pieces. The one on the far right goes under and comes out to the left in the middle. Again, the right side comes across to the opposite side through the middle. The left side goes across to the opposite side through the middle. And that's what you do. As you're doing a cornrow, the right side, will go through and you'll just add hair from the scalp as you go. You'll see me feeding it in. The hair is going in from the side, and again, it's coming across through the middle. Sometimes you're able to do it as you go, like I am, or you'll have to do it the way I did it in the beginning, where I constantly put a piece through as I went down the braid. Finger placement is very important. You see I use my index finger and my thumb to pull the hair that is on the scalp into the braid as I am braiding down. And here at the end, I'm just plaiting the hair down. There are different ways to do this, but right now for this particular braid, I wanted to focus on the cornrow. I'll show you how to plait here shortly. Right now we're going to start a new braid, and I'm not so focused on the parting right now. I want you all to focus on the braiding technique. However, if you want to get crisp parts, it is important that you find a comb that has sharper teeth. You can get a barber comb or a rat tail comb, but when you get rat tail combs, make sure you pay attention to the teeth being sharper. Some have dull teeth. Here you see me divide the hair into three pieces. Don't forget, you do under and over to the opposite side. Pay attention to my index fingers, my index finger and my thumb. As I go under with the hair, I am pulling hair into the cornrow with my index finger. Your index finger and your thumb become best friends when you're braiding. And remember, it does not have to be extremely tight to be successfully braided. It doesn't take tightness, it just takes preciseness. This braid gets a thumbs up, but I'm gonna now show you a thumbs down braid. And it happens when you're learning how to braid. It always starts off like this. Either you braid too tight, or you braid too loose, or you try to force the braid. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Pay attention to how I braid the wrong way. Yes, I'm still using my index finger to pull hair into the braid, but I am moving the braid back myself. As a new braider, it happens. You're thinking, you know what, I'm braiding and I need to get the braid back to the back, so I'm going to go as quick as I can, but it's actually not working well. The braid is not secure. The braid is a little loose. It won't last long, and it doesn't give a clean look. Look at the difference in the two braids. So here we are, about to give it a try again. And feel free to rewind and watch that last braid again, because you may have some things that you notice that you do as well. But here we're focusing on the index finger and the thumb. They're very important. They work hand in hand. And every time I go under, I'm grabbing hair from the scalp and pulling it into the braid. This keeps the braid more secure, more firm, and the form is just really precise and nice. And there you have it. Thumbs up. A huge difference. And it does just take practice. I won't say practice makes perfect, because we all still are learning new things, but it makes you a lot better. So right now I'm going to show you how to do a individual plait. There are multiple ways to plait. Just like our cornrows that I showed you, you have to divide the hair into three, and your index finger and your thumb still work hand in hand. This is one way to plait. You just continue it this way, constantly pulling in and over, in and over, in and over, in and over. If you can remember that, that will help you a lot with braiding and doing individual plaits. I want you to see the difference in the smoothness of the braid. Take a look at this plait. It's a little frizzy, right? It is, because of the technique that I use for plaiting. No, it is not wrong necessarily, but we're going to give it a thumbs down because it can be a lot better. But I'm going to show you how to make it right. Here we are with a plait done a different way. If you see, I have my hands turned upward, with my palms more so facing up, and my thumbs are doing the smoothing of the plait. It is helpful to have a clip or hair scrunchies when doing these practice to move the excess hair out of the way. I didn't have one handy at the moment, so you see me playing around with this comb throughout the time of doing her hair. So it's best when practicing to get the comb out of the way, get the hair out of the way by putting it in either a ponytail or a duckbill clip or a rubber band. There are many options. See what happens? The comb fell, and that is okay. I'll use a different one, but right now I want you to see that I'm smoothing the hair down with the thumbs, smoothing it down. I'm telling you, practice makes better. Don't ever get discouraged thinking, oh man, I can't do this, because there's different ways to do things. And until you see it multiple ways, sometimes you just don't know. Now looking at these two plaits, you see the frizzies on one and the smoothness of the plait on the other. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you need any additional supports, any virtual one-on-ones and or in person, please feel free to reach out to me on social media or by email.